What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Mite, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, listen up. Bitcoin and Kaspa are bigger than crypto. In a recent vid, we explore what the actual point of this movement is, and the love of money is the root of all evil. Now, I'm not here to preach a religion, never have, never will. I'm here to speak the truth. Look around you. You don't need to be a prophet or a scholar to see it. Trust is collapsing. People are losing faith, not just in the Most High, but in humanity, in institutions, and in the system itself. That's the mystery of iniquity, which is playing out in real time. Which brings us to today's story. Roll the clip.
The new bill that was passed this week in the UK confirms that your government is about to steal your savings account.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Now, before we continue, Crypto Crew, keep your Kaspa, your Bitcoin, and other crypto investments safe. In our opinion, a Tangent wallet is your best option. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage out there. You can get 10% off using code Crypto Crew. Check out the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. Nothing more.
Shout out to the Kaspa Onion for surfacing this, and major props to Luke Nikic for his breakdown. What's coming in the UK is not a maybe, it's policy dressed up as protection.
The Bank of England recently published this 41-page white paper. They titled this Executing a Bail-In, and this white paper comes with this pretty little four-step process outlining how they're going to steal your savings on what they call a resolution weekend. And this is naturally why we are seeing the UK lose 16,500 millionaires every single year. This is more than China. And as we can see, capital is flooding out of the UK at one of the fastest rates in history. And this is why search terms for a VPN is going parabolic in the UK. People want safety and privacy, but this is not just a story limited to the UK. We're seeing trends that countries like Canada, Australia, Europe, and the broader West is looking to implement something similar to what the UK is trying to push through right now. There is now an urgent need to channel retail savings into European capital markets. The European Central Bank is getting ready to announce a plan to launch a central bank digital currency by October 2025.
How can switching to an electronic currency help?
Now we have in Europe this threshold. Above 1,000 euros, you cannot pay cash. If you do, you are on the gray market. You take your risk. You get caught, you are fined, or you go in jail.
Crypto Crew, this is the consequence of staying plugged in. First, they cap cash, then they trace every transaction, and finally, they decide what is quote-unquote allowed. Your account becomes a permission slip, not property. Step out of line, spend the wrong way, support the wrong cause, and the system can rate limit your life. That is the matrix, programmable money controlled by people you'll never meet who do not have your best interest at heart.
We right now are seeing laws passed in the West that proves that they're going to be coming for your savings accounts. 1,400% increases in VPNs. This is people who just want a little bit of privacy. If you jump on over here to Google search trends, look at the interest in people searching for VPN in the UK. This is not a cherry-picked chart, guys. This is a 5-year chart. I'm even going to zoom back a little bit further. You guys can see just how radical this recent change is. It's going parabolic. People in the UK are absolutely racing to get out of the country, but it doesn't look as if this trend is going to slow down. It doesn't look as if how many reforms or petitions are signed. These bureaucrats are going to continue to come after your savings.
What?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, what's concerning is now we have the UK openly writing 41-page white papers on how they plan to steal your savings. 45-page white paper titled Executing a Bail-in, an operational guide from the Bank of England. Again, this isn't a thought experiment or a theory. This is an operational guide. They've even got this pretty little 4-step framework on how they're going to do it. So the bank, it announces a bail-in. It makes the bail-in resolution instrument and it specifies the time. It appoints a bail-in. Now the bank exercises full control of the firm. And then this is the scary part. Ordinary shares are transferred into a depository. So these shares are written down and cancelled. And then this is the kicker. Treatment of other bail-in liabilities is set out in the bail-in resolution. This means essentially your deposits in the bank are converted into shares of the bank, and they will be converted at very, very, very different rates than what you think. You might think you got $1,000 in the bank, but after this resolution weekend, you might have $50 of shares in the bank. This is horrifying.
Bitcoin and Kaspa are the exit ramps, proof of work, open networks, decentralization you can verify, not beg for. If you don't hold keys, you don't hold freedom, period. And speaking of Bitcoin, this is what Christine Lagarde said about Bitcoin back in January of 2021.
It's a speculative asset. By any account. I mean, when you look at the most recent developments upward and now the most recent downward trend, for those who had assumed that it might turn into a currency, terribly sorry, but this is an asset and it's a highly speculative asset, which has conducted some funny business and some interesting and totally reprehensible money laundering activity. I think that there are criminal investigations that have taken place that I'm sure will continue to take place that demonstrate it very clearly. It's a matter that needs to be agreed at a global level because, if there is an escape, that escape will be used.
Crypto crew, we joke with the Bitcoin maxis, spar with a few stubborn Bitcoiners, but when the dust settles, this is bigger than crypto tribalism. You need to know why you're sailing on this crypto ocean. Many governments won't help you. They're here to supervise you, especially if you're in the UK or other parts in Europe. And that's the collision course right now.
Once they've got you in the banks and they've got you in the CBDC token, there is no escape. Obviously, I think the best form of escape is Bitcoin. This is why Christine Lagarde doesn't like Bitcoin. This is why she said, we need to come together at a global level to trap people in. Again, if there's an escape valve, it will be used. I encourage you guys, if you don't know what Bitcoin is, learn about Bitcoin. It's the only money that actually sits outside the system. Again, it can only be an escape valve if you hold the Bitcoin in your own self-custody.
I'm with you on this, Luke. Step 1 to escaping the matrix is self-custody. Not your keys, not your life. And Luke, by the way, if you're watching, check out Kaspa. It complements Bitcoin, same proof of work ethos, decentralization, but with the throughput to scale. We make crypto real. People say crypto is complicated. But what if you could send money to a friend instantly and for less than a cent? What if you could pay for your paint, your coffee, while you choose colors, without banks, delays, or hidden fees? What if moving millions felt as safe as letting your Tesla drive you home? This isn't crypto for crypto people. This is money for everyone. Finally, Kaspa, the future of payments, made simple. Translation: Bitcoin holds the monetary standard as a true store of value. Kaspa moves value at speed, peer-to-peer digital cash that's already working in the wild.
We're in the end game now.
Crypto crew, the matrix is tightening. Cash caps, CBDCs, compliance money. Opt out, grab self-custody today with, for example, Tangem with the link below. Though there are some distinctions between Kaspa and Bitcoin, they were both developed as a way to escape the matrix. If Bitcoin is the standard you stack in, Kaspa allows you to move fast into the future.
Hello? You play to win the game.
You don't play to just play it.
Because prophecy is being fulfilled right before our eyes. So verify, don't trust, and act accordingly. Because freedom delayed is freedom denied. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.